And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Inter-University Valorant Club 2022. It's going to be your boy, Chris, here, bringing you all the action. And of course, this tournament is hosted and organized by lovely people at East University with our Harvard partners at MSI, broadcast partner being Angular Esports, bringing you all the beautiful graphics that you see on your screen. And of course, the incredible streams that we do have set up for you. And of course, powered by StarTech, the lovely people who are making all of this possible, making a dream come into reality. And hey, we're living in the matrix out here because Team DHAKA University is now going up against NSU, two renowned universities in our entire country. Now, pretty much they were in contention for a lot of different things, coming down to every single one of their clubs. They were at the top echelon in everything that they do, and now they're here to prove themselves once again with their Valorant roster. The storyline has been set to prestigious teams, to prestigious universities, now fighting for glory to reach that very top. Who's going to be the one to take it, though, is the real question, because both these squads, they seem to be in a position of contention. I don't know how I feel about all of this, because the way that this is all going down, it either go south, it could be something incredible. Now though, taking a couple of steps back and trying to realize the entire picture that's forming in my head. First map being Ascent. I'm looking to the members of NSU to be a little bit more proficient on this particular map, because going from their previous games, they have a track record of just bum rushing into a site and just having clear victories all around just because of their raw mechanical skill. But on the other end, DU, they're using a lot more, let's say, proficiency when it comes down to their utility usage. You can see a Brimstone coming in, Sky, and the Fade gaining massive amounts of information early on, just giving them an even better edge in the long run in the way that they can, of course, play. But I digress. Looking back at the certain compositions that they're running, it's not out of the ordinary. And NSU, they have a lot more of a telegraph composition that they're playing. It's a lot more older. It's not as, let's say, I don't know how to put it. It's not as dynamic as you would hope for. And not having that dynamic nature really just starts to break you down as a squad. So I really hope that that's not just going to happen to them. Their strategies need to be a lot more, let's say, far in between, where they constantly switch up their pacing and their pacing, and of course their hits in a lot of different ways. Their utility timings need to be much more dynamic in the way that they want to approach a lot of these sidelines. And if they don't, then those telegraphed plays could just be the end for them. But the main thing that I am loving from this entire tournament is the vast array of strategies that we are witnessing on the battles. And normally it's just one singular strategy that reigns supreme, but in this entire tournament, each and every team, they have something in mind. And that is giving them that side edge to work with. Abugudo, amazing play with these buddies. Beautiful execution coming in towards the bottom side of mid. Flashes all around. Good God, was that quick. They have full control of market, and that market control is working out in their favor. One by one, the bodies are just going to keep on dropping. And the mid control is there, but Disciple spotted out two players when he went out on the jiggle. Maybe good for the first initial kill, but Abugudo's not going to be able to find it. Disciple, beautiful taps with the Sheriff to deal the damage that he needs for his squad. And Elias should be a free kill on towards the side of mid. Does find it, but again, the trades are immaculate. All around the map, the trades are coming in left, the trades are coming in right. And with a 2 versus 2 already being settled, it gets around hot in contention. Rita, forward avenue for him, and Aswine wants to hold down the fort. That's the plan to go down. Very low HP on Elias, but again, he's a danger man regardless. 12 seconds on his 0 point, and that's gonna be such a paramount tool for him to gain some information. Spots out the first, but Osman with the tap is just way better. Mosquito splash with a shutdown at the second as well. The frenzy, singing that song that we love to hear. takes everyone down, and poor old Elias just does not have the confidence to take a swing out of it. First initial round goes to DHAKA University. Hey, this is a marathon that they're running, not just a sprint. So one round, not really the end of the world. Ascent could just be a very close affair, just based upon the pistol round. These teams are so beautiful in the way that they're taking map control away and gaining it as well, that things look to be going in their favor regardless, no matter what happens here. What to be found here, though, from the top end of this. Next. Bit aggressive on his own. Knows that he has the early advantage purely because of damage being dealt by his teammates. The Trailblazer clearing out B main. Try to see if they can find something, but Disciple with the Vandal, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. They already have the info that the player could be closed on the left side, because he did get that first bout of information, and because of it, Disciple, yep, he's gonna clear it. That's a pretty much guaranteed kill. As soon as Elias peeks out of the corner, the jiggle's gonna be a costly one. Disciple could just be the one to get taken down, but of course, the players are there. The positions are good. Disciple with the first, Disciple with the second. Crosshair placements are clean. Shots are even crispier. Exit goes down, and a 2-0 to kick off the first initial 2 rounds for the map. Ascent. Pretty standard, nothing really out of the ordinary. Equal round could have been a little bit better, maybe with a fast rush hit coming in from NSU to try and overwhelm one of the sidelines. But again, you have to understand exactly what the Killjoy is playing and then playing around there. Yes, the way that all of this is panning out, they can rush into the executes, but it's not going to be as simple as you would have hoped for. Full execution with the paranoia coming into play, but okay, next B. Good God, the man just gets a free tap over on the sideline, and again, the smokes, they came in so late that just caused even more problems. The executions are not as clean as you would hope for. This paranoia was there, but Roman was trying to run in with the squad, and that just costed them one of their lives. They get the plan down, but they're starting off with a man disadvantage. Going into this post plan, and oh, Bazooka, he's playing it sneaky. Look at this guy, Smog. Spike, he has no idea what's gonna happen to him. Free kill over onto 1, but Bazooka, he made noise. Oh, that's bad. Asmine turns around at the worst possible time to get the first initial kill, but XP just way faster. Trades coming in for both teams, and Exit, the last player alive, in towards the side. Maybe good for the first, but nope. Fell asleep on the angle, and he will be taken out. NSU, a little bit of a sloppy take here when it came down to the execution. They need to be a lot more precise in the way that they wanted to go in for this execute, and the timing was just way off, way more than you would have expected, and that was a costly hit for them. And now DHAKA University, they're looking fly, they're looking strong, they're looking clean. With this early advantage when it comes into the terms of money as well, that was their bonus, I remind you, ladies and gentlemen. So that bonus being so successful puts the members of NSU in a pretty rough spot. Beautiful lineup coming in from Elias. Maybe get that first bout of info, but Mosquito, yeah, he's just too quick with it. Elias immediate with the catch out. The spam's gonna be good. And yep, Asmine.
Try again.
This green top hat just got spotted. Disciple, he doesn't miss those. Maybe another shot coming in from Sasuke. Just keep things in contention, but it's just not working. Not enough utility to gain information, and the information heavy nature that the members of DHAKA University are playing towards is just causing even more issues. 1 by 1 exit. Beautiful tap over towards the face of Bazooka to try and even things out just a slight bit, but they need way more to play around with this. And Abu wants the first kill, but he's not really able to get much done. Broken down for 1, but beautiful tap over onto the shoulders! Good God, Abu! Shut down for 1, but he doesn't have enough utility to block off the sidelines now, does he? Gets caught out here. with 2 taps. They have the site. They could possibly go in for a plan, but Exit wants to try and win out this round, and he could just be able to do it. The timing is everything, but he misses the timing by a hair. That was a free kill for him again, but he's not going to be able to find much. 12 seconds left. The plants are going to be coming on down through. And with that taunt, that's a catch that you cannot miss. The sideball apps. Gorgeous. After that fade eye. There is no way Exit could have expected that whatsoever. And with the entire site now being theirs, and of course a 4-0 scoreline to boot, the entire team, they're happy. They have the operator in their arsenal. They still have more than enough money to go in for 2 more consecutive buys, even if they do take a loss. Everything's just perfect for them. Game plan is set.
Let's fly.
What more can you ask? Be a little bit more aggro, but look at Nex. He's already pushing out from the back. And one by one, their hits are just getting faster and faster with each and every passing moment. Things look to be a little bit more dicey than you could have for Mosquito over on the back end of this place. Down on the lurk, and Asmine, he's all by himself in towards the B side, trying to walk in and gets caught for it. Maybe a bit questionable, but Abu has the timing, he has the expectation, but not the shot that he wants. Next B, oh baby! Slice him up like Sashimi, like a master sushi chef that he is. And I absolutely cannot speak. Ugh. But hey, plays are just that outstanding coming in from the members of DU. They have the map of Ascent under lockdown. And that is pretty much understandable because of how the strategies are not really working out in their favor whatsoever. Again, NSU, they are playing a composition that relies on them being able to win out on so many of their gunfights, and they need to play around with the map control. They're losing map control so early on that it's just not working on in their favor. Elias, again, not really gaining that first part of information of players being close could just be deadly for him to hold on to. And with this, they give out multiple different avenues, but Mosquito being caught in a fly trap gets bonked down. Now they just need to hold. For how long is the real question. View angles have been closed out, and yeah, Babu not gonna be able to hold it down for long. Nice with the immediate trade-off. Here comes Fate Ultimate to try and maybe shut things down a bit more. Asmine takes down next B. And Disciple, he knows the expected angles. He knows exactly what the hold's gonna be like. And one by one, the members of DHAKA University are making their way up. Sasuke, beautiful angle, purely due to the Into the Shadows coming into play. And Disciple, the world is against him at this point. He has so many angles to clear, and Sasuke is going to be the one to shut him down. Finally, NSU, they have that second win that they were hoping for. And with this kill, they put themselves back onto the board. Five and one. Things look pretty good for them.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণ কেন্দ্র বনানী সিটি।
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. A small pause being taken by the teams to just try and maybe see what's going wrong with their strategies, because personally they have just been a bit off in more ways than one.
You should run.
Getting a lot of information early on could be a cost hit for them, but again,
There.
completely fine with it. They don't need to go in for these aggressive takes just yet, but Abu taking massive chunks of damage, not really able to get much done here whatsoever. But Elias, okay, casual kill coming in with the first initial fragment. He does get the hold going in, but Frida over towards the back end does shut down Sasuke on the refrag though. And Asma is not going to be able to find anything. He's going to need to peek out towards the back end, but with this kill, they keep things in contention. 3 versus 4 situation on the map. They just need to survive here at this point. Asmine catches next be off guard as soon as he went out for the swing. Taking that first initial shutdown, taking the secondary. Mosquito got for 1, but exit better for the frag. 5 and 2 1 right after the pause. NSU, they are now back in the game. Money galore. And they now just have to keep this round rolling in their favor. Enough buys coming in from the members of DHAKA University, but I can understand why they're not opting to go in for the full buys. They want to
I need this. My time. This goes here.
guarantee their next couple of rounds with the possibilities of buys. So it's understandable, but at the same time, how many rounds do you really want to give away? You got a chance to win it out. And a bit of questionable aggression coming in from next week. What's the game plan there? Because Mazuka, yep, he just starts to walk out on Sasuke. He prepares for it. Good adaptations coming in from the members of NSU. Shutting the players down one by one. He's doing even more. And Mosquito, he has one more gun to his name. And Vito with the first initial shutdown on the Sasuke once again. Gets it all down, and with a massive amount of info being given by Mosquito taking his top hat off. Rita is in perfect place to survive all of this, but again, what are they really going for?
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
They just cannot do a play like this at all. The members of NSU, they read into the situation. They knew one player was A main. Why are they still running back towards the side of mid when they can just hit the player on A and just be done with it? Overthinking the situation coming in from the IGL just completely broke down the strategy. It's a tough one for them to get.
Out of charges. Revealing area.
A-main's on hold, and Exit does have the ultimate to play around with, but the real question is, where does Exit really want to go here? He's playing from under hell, and Frida, knowing that he has the ultimate, went out from A-main. And because of this A-main play, Exit, he's now stuck in towards the side. Oh, that's the information to be found, Frida. He already knows, man. Baby with the shots! No, the sprays! Both Vandals do not hit. And ouch! That whip is gonna be it's gonna be lasting for a while. That's for sure.
This is gonna be fun.
Shutting them down. They're suppressed.
Such a close call for the members of NSU, just purely because of the nerves being felt. Now, they're going for a very split take on each and every side. The split take could just be a detriment for their end as well if they're not careful.
Calling my bot.
Too many corners to clear, too many corners to check. They're going for a heavy hit on this A side. The members of DHAKA Unit, they are all towards B instead. They're looking to try and survive this one, and Mosquito, I don't think he's none the wiser for any of this at all. Smokes are going to be coming in, and DHAKA University, this is a massive blunder. You cannot leave the A side like this, even if you want to go in for a gamble. And I don't know what just happened there, but poor old Abu just got bullied. The man's in towards the side, and he just got flashed, stunned, everything other than the kitchen sink was being thrown at this man. And that was from his own teammates. A little bit awkward, but hey, it's completely fine. Azmine still, regardless, finds that first initial headshot on the Bazooka. And now they're looking for more. Shots need to be clean, and Mosquito's not gonna miss that one now, is he? Beautiful taps, beautiful plays, and Disciple. He's keeping things a little bit more spicy as well. Rita just needs to wait a couple of more seconds for maybe this play to just play out in his favor. Disciple again, bouts of information. And with this, we can get even more. Here comes the ultimate from Exit. Such a beautiful pre-aimed ultimate. That's going to be perfect for him to go in for this hold, and Elias with a double kill with Exit getting one more.
Last player
Nicely done. NSU had such a perfect place to play all of this down. But again, a bit questionable from the members of DHAKA University to even go in for a massive stack over on the B side. Yes, I understand they wanted to go in for the gamble, but if you want to play such a gamble, you need to have some form of mid presence going in so that at least if they hit the A side, you can go in there a lot more quicker and try to slow down the players as they're trying to execute.
This goes here. Yes. This is a nice spot.
Still, I'm just nitpicking at very small things at this point. The teams, they already know that it didn't work out in their favor, so it's alright.
You should run.
Disciple. So beautiful when it comes down to this aim. You're gonna be able to get a couple of shutdowns going early. And now, for even more. Okay, run out from the side of Nextbeat. He just casually pulled out from inside of the smoke and just tapped Oswine into the next dimension. Sasuke coming in down hard, coming in down strong to get one more play for himself. With this, timing is everything. Sasuke took away the gun that could have been their downfall here early on. Bazooka did get a weapon for himself, and with this, he should play things out a bit more differently. He has two Sky Smokes to work with, but the timing of the 0 point is just way better. Exit with the swing out, and with the run out. Bazooka, footsteps heard, and there's absolutely nothing that the members of TU can do to try and get this one back. 5 rounds consecutive for the members of NSU, and they're now back, baby. They're doing all that they can to make sure they make the members of DHAKA University as uncomfortable as possible in their positions, and it's working out in their favor. This does not happen all the time, but for this team, I think taking a pause for DHAKA Uni would be the best optimum route for them. Netsby gave away his position for no real reason, but still he gets a kill out of it. Questionable to say the very least. The smoke came in and no one really checked that one, but okay. Disciple getting another kill for himself. Slight questions coming in from my part for whatever's happening in towards the game right now, but hey.
Cage triggered.
Guess it's fine.
Revealing area.
Exit though on the bottom end of this. Ooh, beautiful tap coming in from Elias. He is not going to be able to find a frag for himself with the sweet plan.
Planted.
I don't really know exactly what the game plan is for the members of the TU. They're giving away so much map control that each and every member, they're just running around rampant. Sasuke, questionable TP, doesn't even check all the way around him, and they just bombard in towards the site. What is even happening here? The site retake just happened on a pure whim. Disciple got the freest kill of his life, and Sasuke didn't even clear around him when he was going in for the ultimate.
Last round in the half.
confuse Dunga Bunga round to head on down to the final round of this entire half, but I'm still very much confused. I'm trying to mentally process exactly what went wrong here. But hey, some questions are best left unanswered. Because in this case,
You are powerless.
even more of a problem. Mizuga. Over on the back end of this,
No charges.
getting more problems coming into play.
Scout destroyed.
Such an aggressive play on B main. Just look at the members already being present and optimal. Bazooka again coming in down hot and coming in down strong. That's the first, that's the second, and poor old Abu. He doesn't know where to turn, he doesn't know where to look. Headshots need to be perfect, but nope, he doesn't find anything more than that. Bazooka with a triple, and now it's all up to exit. Timing is everything, timing is crucial. Exit, he needs to find it all. He swings out, but nope, he's not gonna be able to get anything. The Sky Smokes last forever, and because of it, they just had to stick it out. 7 and 5, and DHAKA University, they're now
Switching
back on the
sides.
driver's seat. Baby. Beautifully done.
Alarm bot out.
Together.
I'm looking for the further issues here over from the side. Already with the round swap coming in. Let's take it a little bit slow out here. Exit though. He's not gonna be slowing down for even a second. Next speed. Beautiful swing coming out from him. And even with the Sky Smoke coming on down, he's gonna miss those. Look at the way that the members of NSU are working their way around the map. Good map control already being established. Mid presence present for each and every one of these teams, but with the first initial kill coming in over on Garden, they are very scared to push their way out once again. They're expecting this B hit purely based upon the information being given by the turret from Asmine, and Asmine, he's going in for the swing again.
Where are you?
And this swing could be costly. They're again opting to go in for another rotation, and this rotation call could just be the end of them if they're not careful. Good chunks of noise being given an exit. He's looking for the shot dart to maybe find some chip damage for the squad. They want this A hit as fast as they possibly can, and Mazuka, beautiful tap over onto one.
Going out.
30
Does get the
seconds
2-for-1 trade for their end. Next beat. Very aggressive takeover from the one of the sidelines, but he doesn't do that completely. Gets caught out. Sasuke gets shut down early, and Asmine, his position's good, but he needs to try and find one more kill. Shuts down Mazuka, and he made Disciple extremely low on health. Doesn't know what to expect. Asmine with the 4K, and he gets the guaranteed 4K. I pretty much just called it out before it even happened. Crispy taps, man, from Asmine. He's a little bit mad after what happened to him on the attacking half, and now with the Killjoy on defense. Showcasing exactly what he can do.
Turret out.
Right here.
Flashbang. Cancelled.
That's beautiful flash over on the one. Completely caught Mizuga off guard. He was not expecting it.
One
Mosquito.
enemy remaining.
They're trying to go in for these
Spike
1v1
down mid.
lurk plays all across the
Flawless.
map, and it just didn't work out in their favor at all. They
Recalling
wanted
my
to
bot.
work their way around for a pick, but again, maybe playing it together as a squad would have just been a bit better for them. It's fine though. It's 7-7. Let's just play around with the plays that we have to work with for ourselves, because in my eyes,
There.
teams look to be a bit more, let's say, on the problematic side, but it's alright at the end of the day.
There.
You can play around with it and get used to it. Still 7-7 with the buys coming in for the members of the
Where are
community.
you?
There.
Stealing sight. Let go.
Sasuke. Beautifully done.
Launching smoke.
Persona coming in hot, but again, very slow play, nothing out of the ordinary. Both of these teams not opting to go in for any of these fast executes. They just want to hold for as long as they possibly can. And XP,
Be faster.
oh, that's a lot of noise right there. That's the first initial kill. They're running all their way back.
Silence.
And XP, he didn't expect the second player to be playing on towards the side of the switch. Baited his player out, and like every single time, it's exit after all. But regardless, he gets the first. Elias now is getting some more plays done for
30
his team.
seconds left.
Work up, over from the side. Mazuka though shutting down Osman. That's gonna be a problem, and either even more of a detriment.
Spike planted.
Abu on the side. Yep, that's the first. He's looking for the secondary. He has all the utility in the entire world to play around with. Has a smoke, has an updraft, has the timing. But no, he misses out on such a crucial shot, and that's going to be a big hit for him. Backside has been cleared. He was not expecting the player to be that close, and that is going to cost him exit. All up to you now, buddy. Shock darts galore. Maybe deal the damage, and Yabi finds Rita with another shock dart in hand. Charged it for way too long. He overthought the situation. He had a drone to play around with as well. He could have gotten closer. He knew both players are over towards the back end of the side because of the heal coming in. He would not heal himself now, would he? Game sense needs to be on point. And the members of NSU, they just fall apart.
Placing swarm grenade.
Didn't work out at all for them.
Grounded.
Abu, this time though, he has his operator in his hand, and this one operator
Can't
could
use
deal
that.
massive chunks of damage. It's all up to them. Playing with fire here. How do they really want to go around with this? It's a back and forth game between both of these teams. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses. Especially on this attacking side, DHAKA University, they're just much more, I don't know what to say, they're so much more out of sync. The team is overthinking so many of these different scenarios that it's just causing even more problems. Mosquito, he tries to gain that first bit of information, that's not gonna happen. Elias needs to run his way out, but again, he has all the info that he needs. Flash out over from the side with the first kill coming in, and the trades are just beautiful.
One enemy
Bazooka
remaining.
with another exit with a swing out, takes down 2 as well. 8 and 8, and the immediate push gets shut down as quickly as it started. And again, it just doesn't happen. You have to remember this, and I say this over and over again. Whenever you are going for a split take on towards the A side, you cannot risk a play like this. You want to go into A short. Maybe placing a smoke all the way over towards tree is a lot better. You block off the doors, and then you take a fight isolated onto tree, because the angle and the fight that you were taking just never really worked out in your favor at all from the very beginning. You had no info, you had no flashes, you had absolutely nothing trying to take that fight over onto garden. What was the plan? Without it. They're just getting dropped.
Turret down. Swarm grenade out.
Slow down from both these squads.
Get out
And
of
the
my
members
way.
of DU, again, not really making a lot of noise on any of these different sides. And yep,
More meddling.
they walk straight into the jet trap. One on top, one on bottom. Just done for. Nothing to play around with. They can maybe rotate their
30
way over
seconds
towards
left.
the B side, but the timing's just not there. Spikes all the way over towards top mid, and he needs to make his run all the way from mid over towards the other side. Maybe with one kill they can work, but Osmine is not even going to pick that up. Flawless round coming in for the members of NSU. And their defensive side looks to be pretty indestructible in the long run, now does it not? 8 and 9. Their members, they look quite strong indeed. Gonna have this though. That's fine. You gotta love it when you see it. The man just swung out purely off of his turret and just immediately domed the Mosquito. The poor guy didn't even
I've
know
got
what
your
to
trail.
expect. And this is one of the main reasons why you never try to fight that turret early on. You just can't go in for a place like this. It's just gonna hurt you even more. Brimstone ultimate coming in from the top, and poor old Exit doesn't even know where to run. He tries to take a swing, but he's going out straight onto his dead. And with his defender side, the Killjoy lockdown coming in as well for the shutdown play and Disciple. Okay. He just got the free skill of his life.
Enemy remaining.
And Bazooka?
Spike down mid.
I got the spike.
Okay, that just completely fell apart for them.
Thirty seconds left.
Not looking that good for them here in the long run. Team's just falling apart in more ways than one. A classic out to maybe got some damage. Nida doesn't even know what to expect. Sasuke comes down from heaven to go in for the kill onto hell. And it's an 8 and 10. guaranteed win for the members of NSU. Good God. It's just incredible to watch how the members of NSU are being so dynamic in their plays. But Asmine, his Killjoy has been so predominant in so many of these rounds, and you can see it from the scoreboard as well. The man is 17 and 12. He is on fire. And these are the plays that will never go on. Have to love it when you see it. With this, they're getting even more done. Next B. He's not gonna get anything out of that one though. He has another one in him, maybe, possibly, but nope. Sasuke is not gonna give that one up. Sideball, he's going for round 2. But Sasuke is a 1-2 gut punch to shut down the sideball before he could get anything going. Mazuka gets caught, and Mazuka gets put into a bag here as well. Possibly, maybe 1 kill, but Mazuka, he's making so many footsteps here. That's gonna be a possible catch for him over on towards the bag, but no, he misses out on his bullets, and that's gonna be a costly one. Here that gets completely swarmed out from every angle and exit. Final fracture and we defuse to boot. Pause is going to be coming in from Asmine in the next following round, but on this 8 and 11, they're looking to close out the map of Descent as fast as they possibly can. And with the round closing out this quickly, members of DU, they need to think exact what's going wrong for them.
Right here.
Started off as a 5-0. And now we're looking at a comeback coming from the side of NSU. It's insane to watch and something very unexpected. You would never know plays like this would happen whatsoever. You'd be caught out in the open. Just problems coming in left and right. And my God, just don't take the shot, man. Let your teammates do it instead. Nabu gave away his position. Could have been the freest pick of his life. Without it, now he's stuck. How does he want to play this now, though? Because they have painted the picture exactly as they wanted, and XP, he's just going in hard. He has the full avenue for himself to play around with. XP got for the first. Sasuke takes down a double from Logs. XP's going to be equalizing. And Elias has been completely taken out. There's no way they can pick this guy up anymore.
Where is everyone hiding?
Just being dropped in every way, shape, and form. And DHAKA University, they're now finally back in the fight. But if the shot comes in from Asmine, things will look a little bit more different and a little bit more spicy. Mosquito over from the back end completely gets shut down a little bit here. And Abu is looking to be a little bit of a problem on their sides as well. Take the fight together. Don't take a 1v1 engagement. Wasn't really the necessary play in Mosquito. He just has the angle held and their heads trained. 9 and 11, ladies and gentlemen, and DHAKA University, they're now back because the members of NSU, they're starting to get a little bit dicey here. They don't know exactly how to close out games. And this is not just a problem with uniform teams. This is a massive problem with a lot of teams, even on the professional scene. You don't know exactly how to close out games, and that is a trait that you need to have as a squad. And I really hope the members of NSU, they are not letting it get into their heads. Yes, you have talented individuals. Yes, you are hitting your shots and your aim is absolutely gorgeous. But more than that, you have to remember what you're really looking to find.
Here.
You're looking to find different advantages. The advantage here for your squad is not as omnipresent as you would hope for. Do you? Looking for a hit on this B side, but again, the utility is very...
Swarm grenade out.
I don't know, it's scared. You need even more to play around with. That's mine. Poor guy got blinded and immediately the Prowler just thought about. And because of it, this is just problems galore. DU, they're back in the fight, baby. And these executes are just getting faster and faster with each and every passing second. The shots are not missed. And ladies and gentlemen, DHAKA University, they're now putting up a fight once again. The 10 and 11 is pretty much guaranteed at this point, considering their positions. And if they set up their crossfires properly, there's no way the push is going to be coming in anytime soon. It's going to be hard. It will be difficult. And with these flashes, it's going to slow it down even further. Mosquito taking a bit of a one-and-done angle. If he gets triple swung here, that's going to be pretty bad for him. That's the first, possibly the second. Rita misses of such a crucial shot, but he could have just ran in back towards the side. He's got that first initial trade-off. That's going to be a costly one for them. Flash out over from the side, and Disciple. He missed the first, but he's not going to miss the second. Exit gets caught. Possibly with these spams, that's even better. And DU... a bit questionable in what they were trying to do, but hey, Exit, they got the frags off at the bare minimum. Caused a bit of damage to the members of the attack. And yeah, their buys, it's gonna suffer drastically. Got a bit too over-aggressive when it came down to those peaks. They were not taking it together, and they got taken out because of it. Discipline is key, and both of these teams are not showcasing that as much as you would.
Here. Blocking sight.
Take over on the from University.
Prepare for hellfire.
They're on their last legs at this point. If they lose here, their buys are just
Spike
going
down
to be even
A.
more drastically low. Swing outs over from the other end of this though. That's mine. Catches next beyond the spam, and Sasuke takes on either. 2 versus 4 situation on the map. Timing is everything. Mosquito needs to be the one to try and pick up this mantle. He's the hero of this entire play. He's the hero of this story. And he needs to be the one to find even more kills out of this
Last
one as
player
well.
standing.
Osmine shuts down Disciple and Mosquito. He's good, but you can't expect this much from him, can you?
Match point.
It's just not gonna happen, man. NSU. They're at match point, and one small mistake, one misplay, and one over-aggressive push is all that makes this entire play break down. Members of DHAKA University, they're probably kicking themselves for this one because NSU, they had no business winning out on so many of these rounds, but due to the
Get out of my
indecisive and very unnatural plays being made by the members of DU, they're now stuck in a position where they don't even have buys. These buys were taken completely on a whim. An Exit, he just made sure you guaranteed the entire fight to be won! Okay. I just saw you're my friend now, let's get some soft tacos together moment, but I guess it's okay. Okay, so it's been taken. D. They get the spike plant down, and now Abu possibly going to be the one to get killed. But oh my god, okay, good shot. Abu, he doesn't even care about that. Yeah, the last one's going to be under heaven. Beautiful tap, and Abu doesn't miss that one now, does he? Beautifully done, ladies and gentlemen. 10 and 12 at NSU. They take the first map in style. That's exactly how you do this one.
Defenders win.
That is exactly what happens when a team gets a little bit too in tune with the position that they're playing. They don't play their cards properly. They start making a lot more mistakes. And as soon as your opponents start playing into that, you're just going to get stomped on. They didn't adapt. They didn't switch up their strategies enough as you would have hoped for, considering the comp that they did have. They could have gotten for a lot more hits. That just did not happen. But for now, we're going to be heading on down over into a short break, ladies and gentlemen. So we prep up map number 2, and we'll be right back.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Very nice fight, very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা। প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা। প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Very nice fight, very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Warriors. 13 rounds are included and there's a very nice fight, very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, over to the Indian University Valorant Cup 2022 with our partners being MSI, of course, our broadcast partner being the lovely people at Angular Esports, giving with such beautiful graphics and honestly the best production that I've ever seen in the entirety of Bangladesh in the last 4 years that I've casted. And of course, this is powered by StarTech and organized by NorthSouthUniversity. Your boy President is here to bring you the second game of contention for this incredible matchup. And honestly speaking, I am absolutely dumbfounded the way that my hair's a mess. I was holding it like this for the longest time because the players just made a lot of mistakes that really did press my buttons. But I guess it's okay. because DU, they're getting another chance to prove themselves. Revenge is best served cold, and the Battle of Icebox is going to be where it's all at. We're going to be heading on down over to the agent selection already, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play around with that and see exactly what the teams are going to be capable of down here. Because in my eyes, I'm not going to overhype the members of DU here. Not anymore. Not after the performance that we witnessed from them on the last initial roundup, because it left a lot to be desired for, and the
Choose your
team
agent.
just started falling apart in more ways than one. In the compositions, they're going for a double sentinel build up against a double duelist. So they're playing around with a lot of aggressive comps, and feels to be one of the more stronger maps for NSU, considering what we saw before. The team felt very comfortable on this particular map, and with the previous installments of their games up against the members of UP, I do believe. I don't know exactly which team they went up against last time around, but NSU, they had a pretty easy time on this particular map. Their strategies were a lot more clean. They were a lot more precise, the way that they were going in for a lot of their takes. And those kind of systematic plays just brought a lot more flair to their game. And with this, they're looking to get even more to play around with here. There's, of course, 15 seconds left on the clock to try and maybe go out setups, but I'm looking to see how the members of are going to play this composition. I don't personally like the Reyna pickup on this map because the Reyna just feels very one-dimensional in the way that you can play. And that one-dimensional nature can just completely break you down mentally as well as physically as a team, because you start making a lot more mistakes that you really should not be. But I guess regardless, the forward push, things could be better for them. Elias holding down the fort for their side though here. One push out from the side is all that they need, but for them, they need to get even more. Disciple with the roundup. They're looking for this B hit early on. And this B hit could just be an issue for them to hold. And yup, next B walks into the awaiting arms of Disciple, and with that first, waiting arms of Elias. And that's gonna be the first one. Get immediately shut down Elias. He's just waiting out over the back. He shuts down Basuna. Good God, Elias. Just... Yeah, I think I cursed him a little bit there. I guess it's fine.
30 seconds left.
Disciple, he wants to go in for one more kill. Doesn't really get much out though, but Abu Gugu, my God, the guy's just clean. But then the taps are going to be beautiful. And NSU, good God, man. Abu wasn't the most intentional dash that he did in his life, but hey, at the end of the day, he still got the frag regardless, now did he not? Want to know? NSU start the entire thing off with a proper shebang. Double Duelist is the name of the game when they are this aggressive. That aggressive nature is just working out in their favor. Pause coming in from their side. With this pause, they can maybe work out a couple of strategies, but again, looking back, this team just... They don't need to worry about much just yet. Take it one step at a time. With Sasuke going AFK to maybe take care of some business. The real question is, how will the members of DU approach this? You're looking at a possibility of a forced buyout here, with Disciple buying a Bulldog.
Out of charges.
Raising some eyebrows, I guess, but hey, anything is possible.
This should do. Teleport's ready. Here. Out of charges. A gift. That's a good spot.
Straight towards the game though, one more time. Let's see what the members of defense have in store for us. Pretty aggressive take right off the get-go on towards the bottom end side of this. They do trade out some utility for each end. And with this utility trade, they gain that first bout of information that they're looking to find. With this info, the real question is, how do they want to move it down? So, already has the avenue to work around with. The wall comes up slightly late. Asma is going to be able to get that first initial hit. Exit shuts down Disciple. And with both of these kills coming in onto their side, he's just going to start adding up oil already. Abu gets the silent drop for himself. And with this silent drop, he can just keep playing without with it. Timing is everything. No plan to be going down, but this first initial bit of noise already being given. What's the play?
30
Mind you,
seconds
this
left.
was a hero buy coming in from the side. So this Bulldog carrying forward is massive for them down the line. Bishop over on one end, heal sounds already coming in. Abu is giving so much information to his team, just holding from the underside of rafters.
10
Now
seconds
he just
left.
has to wait.
Help.
10 seconds left for the plan. Swing out over from one side. Next B, maybe with one kill, he could be perfect with it, but no, he doesn't find out much. And Bazooka, and Bazooka's gonna be able to shut down two more. Osman on the back end, he only has 6 HP. Timing is everything, and Basuna, if he finds this frag, it's gonna be good, but it's looking at the wrong side, man. And he's gonna get called out for it. Osman with 6 HP gets a clutch for his squad and survives the onslaught. 2-0 guaranteed, but Team NSU, they take a massive chunk of damage out here because of this one goal.
I love explosions.
But at the end of the day, it's perfect regardless. Because they find the frags, they find the kills, and with this, they get even more value. 2-0.
Right here.
But now with the first buys coming in for the members of DHAKA University, they're looking to make things a bit more interesting. And I was a bit skeptical in the way that the Reyna picked up the Bulldog early on, but I understand the strategy now. He opted to go in for the half-armor Bulldog by knowing that he will have enough money to go in for another half-armor Bulldog in the following round. So strategy was clean, and the execution timing was just even more beautiful. Elias, he's just so dangerous with it. The man's not even showing any respect. Normally, Achiever would TP out of this corner immediately if they have a play like this expected. But for Elias, he just doesn't care. He's so confident in his swings that he's just keeping on going. He's holding down yellow as hard as he possibly can, and he's looking for more, but finally TP's out, knowing that it was a dangerous fight to take. They have the control, but without Basuna, they're not really going to be able to get much done here. Disciple good for the first. He's looking for one more for his squad, but just not going to happen. The right cut's just way better coming in from Elias with a double tap. Next be over onto mid for a shot. Second, maybe. Just find it. Beautiful. That's fine. He's not even going to be able to get much here at all. The Spectre doesn't do much for him, and with Sasuke being on the other side of the map and the spike plan going on down soon enough, with this, they get it all for free.
30 seconds.
DHAKA University, they put up the first initial round for their entire team.
Poison. Tragic. Isolate and exterminate.
Very slow, methodical B-take coming in from DU this time. But exit. Maybe you're playing with fire out here, buddy, but no one's going to be expecting him in this corner. And these push-outs are very common to expect whenever you're swinging outlet in such a way. And exit, he's playing mind game here, but no one's going to clear him. Exit, look behind you, man! Look behind you! Just casually walks out and gets a kill. Exit, you have to expect these plays. He doesn't look behind him, and that's going to be a costly one. One of his players have already gone down. It will be a 1-for-2 trade, though, at the end of the day, so it's completely fine. It's not the end of the world for them to get. Basuna, the crouch, gives him the advantage that he needs against Abu. That's a kill that they wanted, and with this, they can completely rotate themselves over towards the A side. But no, that's not the plan here. They're going to play through mid. Sasuke, wiser than his years, already is expecting this play to happen. Because of this wall, things are just even much more bigger of a problem. They're going through tubes all the way straight to B and
left.
possibly over onto A with spawn hit. They're not going to expect this. This is such a beautiful plan coming in from DU, but the thing is, it's all about the time. If they do not play the time out properly, it's just going to cause even more of an issue.
Revealing area.
Basuna would be the best player to go in for this plan, and yep, he's going to go in for it.
10 seconds left.
Has enough time to maybe get a kill and possibly a revive, getting it down over to a 3 versus 1 situation. But Asmine is expecting this. Play around from one side, work your way in from the front. Just one more tap over onto the head and you are done. Both of the players playing it together, and I love this from the defenders. No over-aggressive peaks whatsoever from either of them. And with the plan being completely out towards the open, it's just an even better favor on their end. But Basuna gets caught. And Mosquito doesn't even know what to expect. Asman with the double kill.
Love explosions.
A streamer at heart, but a pro player in the server. And all its hard work and efforts already showing. Team NSU, they take the lead. But for how long is the real question. That last run again, a couple of question marks in the way that the team is playing and not setting up their crossfires, but at the end of the day, it's sometimes expected with everything goes down.
A gift.
The hunt begins.
So brother. This might want more frag for himself over from the other end, and with that frag, they're getting even more things down onto versus server. It is a very favorable trade that is going in the favor of the attackers, but again, it's just the Viper going down early enough. They still need to go through even more bouts of utility that could be thrown in from the duelist. So they need to play these things out properly. Asmine getting such a cheeky angle. Normally this angle is never really cleared out, but the gun barrel comes out on the side. It's going to be able to shut down one more, though still getting a 1-for-1. But at the end of the day, you're trading out your raise for one of very crucial player.
30 seconds
And
left.
without the yellow control, they are completely starved of info. Plan going in, Viper spin on the front. They can't really push this now, can they, at the end of the day? Abu over from the top side. Nextby completely getting caught in the open. He's gonna get shut down. Disciple's gonna be able to take down one more. And somehow this is hitting on down over to a 2 versus 2 situation, regardless of the bouts and fights that they had early on in the round. Bazooka, run and gun over from 1. And a spray transfer over to the second. 3 and 2. They take it all away, baby. That's how you do it.
Isolate them and kill them.
Yeah.
You want to play? Let's play.
Cutting their
Stack though, looking at this from the members. Okay. Of NSU, and that heavy stack
Spike
was
down
absolutely
A.
perfect. It was gorgeous. And the way that the play happened, and Elias, good God, coming in with the to the force! Maybe getting the final one as well. 4K for Elias. Good God, that was absolutely disgusting. The man knew exactly what he wanted to do, but the poor guy couldn't get a cut out in the process. But hey, it's completely fine. He picks himself up, operator for the fourth round. That's all that you.
That's a good spot.
Gonna hold this one out there. That's a position to play around with. Over from that end, and oh God, there's a gap in the wall. He did not expect that. And he gets shut down because of it, but still the trades are coming in on either squad, so they're completely fine with this. Suna picks up Mosquito, so they have the information to play around with it. And again, the members of NCU, they're in a pretty tough spot. They have no idea where this hit is going to be coming from. This is a 5 versus 3 situation. They need to have ample amounts of advantages. Disciple completely going in for the run around, and look at this over. On towards mid, exit. He needs to just find one frag out here. He's not getting anything done. Abu, over from the top side of
30 seconds
Raptors,
left.
is information deprived, but he's very scared to go as well. Exit. Recon not really catching out anyone on the first initial play. And with 20 seconds left, the hit is going to be coming in. Now, where the rush just starts to drop. Abu good for the first, but he's not going to be good for anything more than that.
30 seconds
Jiggling
left.
around from one side and
One
one by
enemy
one
remaining.
with systematic
50.
deception. They take down each and every one of these players. DU now back in contention, baby. Their slow, methodical, constant switch of plays is causing NSU to second guess themselves. And that is where they're starting to fall.
Deploying drone. Enemy down.
Apple do have a very forward fight for this, but they need to be very disciplined. They need to hold down the line for as long as they want. This B-side already on the plant. They just DU. They have everything under control. They're working their way around the map, and look at Disciple. He's looking for a fight, but he's not going to be able to get it. The run and gun really did not work out in his favor whatsoever. The tracking just better from the members of DU.
One enemy remaining.
A little bit of a sus spray, but it's completely fine. Mosquito still, regardless of whatever happens, gets the shots that he wants. And with that, they get even more.
One enemy remaining.
Exit. Gotta love it when you see it, baby. He's getting more, but the last frag just eludes him. They do get an operator for their troubles at the end of the day, so that will allow NextB to just work his way around the map and try to find that first initial pick. But it's So, NSU, what's the game plan here? They are trying to switch up their strats, but you have to remember what is the biggest strength of DU. What are they utilizing to completely break down your defense? They're constantly, and I mean constantly, opting to go in for rotations where they know they have the map control. You are not taking away map control from the members of NSU, are you? Sorry, NSU is not taking map control away from the side of DU. I'm completely mixing things up, trying to overthink the situation from my end. When you are lacking this much map control, when you do not have this much information under your belt, it's just not going to play out in your favor whatsoever now, is it? They're falling under the pressure. And exit. Make sure to teach me that lineup next time around. I really got to learn it for my future rank groups. Just didn't happen. You do see a little bit of a forward play coming in over from Sasuke. I'm pretty sure he's expecting Nixby to be there, but the timing is everything. If Sasuke gets cleared here early, that's gotta be a tough one for him to find. That's the first! Look for the second! Sasuke needs to hit it, but no! He misses the bullets.
The hunt begins.
He was good for 2, but it just did not happen at all. But still, Abu, regardless of the situation, he's trying to be the one who's gonna be the danger man for their side. Not doesn't really happen. An exit from the top side against the
Spike planted.
Scanning ahead.
Reactions are quick. Reactions are swift. And DU.
Not your best. Here.
Said Mizuka takes the first initial fight, and Abu completely shut down. A bit of a questionable play coming in from Abu as well to try and play the mid first early on. Could have been costly for them, but Elias, I think he's expecting this already with the push out, but the player's already in towards the side, man. Okay, goodbye, good night, sleep tight. Ouch, this is pretty bad. Disciple's already in. He doesn't even expect this play.
Spike planted.
What's the game plan here now? Mosquito gets completely shut down by the Hunter's Fury. That's the first kill that they wanted. But again, even with this kill, they don't get much done. Mazuka had the Viper Spit in hand, and if he does not die out here, that's a bit bigger issue. Sasuke is putting down his own Viper Spit, and now things are in a little bit more contention.
Last player standing.
It's on the back end of this. Takes a swing out from the side. And Mazuka gets the frag that he wants. Again, the Viper Spit is just so perfect. You cannot fight against his Viper Spit at all. Just wouldn't work out for them. That's the problem. It's rough to see, but it's bound to happen in more ways than one. DU, they're in absolute control. They are not skipping a beat out here. They're utilizing their utility and of course their slow methodical plays and their strategy to the best of their advantages. And again, I am missing so much more map control here. Where is that level of control that you would hope for? Where are the trades? They're not playing together as a squad whatsoever. They're pushing out all by themselves. No one on the top, no one at the bottom. They're still taking fights like this.
Take flight.
And it's costing them everything. NSU, they're slightly dropping the ball out here, but sometimes what happens on the map of Icebox, you don't really know what to expect, and your team just starts taking hits each and every time. They're just giving the Reina the space that she needs to work her way in towards these sites. And this has happened often. But strategy is always the one to rise up to the top. And that's exactly what's
Spike
happening.
planted.
Sideball over on the bottom end of this. What's the game plan out here now on this side? How are they playing? Gonna play this? Abu does a bit of chunk damage over on the side. As soon as gonna be able to shut down Elias on there. And one by one, they're getting it all done. One more time for them to fight. One more hold for them to get. Who's gonna be the one to win this one out? Abu!
Player standing.
You can't miss shots like that, man. That was so crucial for him to find. 7 and 4, and the members of NSU, they're crumbling under the pressure. They still have one more pie to play around with. And either you get this, or you're just done for.
Revealing area. Plant the spike.
Still inside.
Poison orb emitting.
We see an even more bigger take coming toward the B-side though. And this B-side hit is just getting even more of a problem as time progresses. They are not really holding this B-side down as you would have hoped for. You know for a fact that the B-side hits are coming in so early. That's why I'm so quiet. I'm in a bit of a situation where I don't really understand what the game plan here is for them whatsoever. They went in for a double op composition, but nothing's really happening for them at all here. They're giving away so much control. They have no information whatsoever of what's going around in the map.
Okay, start fresh. Scanning ahead.
Disciple here in this avenue though. He wants to go in for this fight with the Eagle, but it doesn't really happen for him now, does it? The Sheriff doesn't get the value that he wants, but wait, he actually bought half armor and a Sheriff. Who the hell bought him the Sheriff? The man turned into a raid boss out here. I do believe it was Bazooka. Of course, they're gonna be playing it out for the beam and making this guy a raid boss as much as they possibly can. The hold is gonna be good regardless, and with the Sage Wall still in their hands, they're looking to wait for this post line to come in. Just chill and take a bite. One step at a time as they move their way up.
Spike down A.
What's the game plan here this summer? How will this play out? But again, it seems as the NSU, their attack side seems to be a lot more better than their frontal.
They found my trap.
They're trying to run their way in, but it just doesn't work out. DU, they're way better on these holes. They're expecting these plays, and again,
30 seconds
when
left.
you have the Sage Wall in your favor, it's just way better to play this map. Sage is such a strong pickup here, and Basuna is showing exactly why it is. That wall just completely terror-mores the entire map into the favor of your team if you place it down properly. when you have such a beautiful tool in your side and your opponents don't, you will feel it for a while. That is exactly what's happening here. A lot of people could say that this map is very much attacker-sided, but considering the composition, I don't know.
I'm too far.
They don't have a safe plan to play around with. They are completely trying to take fights based upon the information that they can gain and find. But it just won't work out. They just drop it. Oh my god! Abu, he's an absolute demon in the chat. That's a first, possibly a second, but he overheated a little bit. That's a catch over from the side, but a flick and a half to boot. Good god. I love to see that on stream now, don't you?
There.
Nicely done from Abu. But now, yeah, the attackers don't really have the weaponry to take these fights. Asmine could just be good for first initial kill, but that's pretty much it. Doesn't have much to play around with. Disciple goes up on the top, gets the final frag up. 4 and 10. Pretty good for both of the squads. And a pretty decent eco for the attackers as well. 2 guns. That's very nice.
There.
Their way around a little bit more here. No, Abu, he's not clearing up right below him. That could have been a pretty bad hit for them to take, but of course Sasuke's there for the backup. The shots are going to be pretty good for their side though, and that is what we were hoping to find. But now Abu, again, aggressive on the take. He just swings out of the wall and takes the first initial fight. Beautifully done, and Abu working his way around the back as well. Just down 2 players with the lives on his side to get 1 more. 5 and 10, and the bonus round just was not in their favor at all. Good God.
That works. Here.
We knew. They took the first hit after a pretty long while, but this first hit is just not prepared till.
Grenade! Satchel out. Satchel out.
5 and 10. Viper Split coming in from Sasuke with the judge in his hand, so they can just wait it out and play it out as much as they possibly can out here. Things look to be going in their favor once more, but NextB just trying to keep things interesting here, regardless of whatever happens. The Viper Split completely destroying my frame rate, but still at the end of the day, Exit, he's still hitting the headshots that he needs. Masuda! What a play! The man has the game sense of an absolute Chad. He knows what to expect. He knows what to do. And Exit, he's stuck in a corner that he doesn't want to be in as well. Disciple over from the back. Stabs them both. Just completely breaks them down. My God.
Need a drop. Thanks.
The compositional difference is showing. When you have that Sage, the stall potential that you utilize is just far superior than anything else. There's a reason why Sage is being picked up in the professional scene over anything else. And even teams such as Paper Rex, who live and breathe on the double duelist, just play around with that. But
Spike down.
excuse me, Disciple? Yo, wait a minute. Are you serious? Did the guy just push out a bell, kill 2 players while he was not being traded out by 3 people peeking him at the same time? NSU, they need to mentally reset themselves because the team are just whipping shots. Their mentals just absolutely broken. This just cannot happen to them in such a light. And if this is how they're taking the hit, we're in the worst possible spot here. Yeah, I understand Disciple's hitting shots, but the man's confidence is through the roof. Just can't do something like this every single day of his life. But that's not how it goes. For next speed. He's looking for more! Such a beautiful shot over onto Abu. That's the first kill that they wanted. And again, you do not want to go in for a mid-take like this, especially when you don't have a gun to work around with. You don't have any information. A 1-for-1 trade, but again, not really the most favorable one. Makes it a beautiful corner for him to play with, but doesn't have a weapon to take this fight.
Shot that.
Try on information, all the members of NSU. Even without this information, if they hit the shots that they need, would have been good, but next speed. He's so good with the operator, man. The guy just does not miss. The swings don't even matter. And the third map could just be guaranteed. One more swing out from the side. But oh, that's mine. All right, baby. Keeping things a little bit
30
more
seconds
interesting.
left.
The gun could
One
not be
enemy
picked up. And
remaining.
next week guaranteed himself a
Spike
4K
down
here
A.
over on this end. And ends it up all in
Defenders
style.
win.
Third map guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be heading on down over to that soon enough. But for now, we just have to talk about the incredibly interesting happened here. I'm very much surprised. I don't even know what to expect anymore. Both of these teams are playing out of their minds, and they're doing God's work in the way that they're playing this map. It's beautiful to watch, and the members of DHAKA University, they're showcasing their prowess of exactly what they're capable of. But for now, we're going to be heading on down over into a short little break as we set up game number 2. Sorry, game number 3. And we'll be right back. Don't go.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Very nice try, very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে 800 মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Rounds are an and there's 2 favors for the love. Very nice fight, very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে 800 মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
And there's 2 favors for the love. Very nice fight, very nice.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with a lot more action in the University Valorant Cup 2022 with the hardnet partners at MSI, broadcast partner being Angular Esports, powered by Starting, and of course, organized by the lovely people at East University. And as we are here for map number 3, DU, they pulled off a massive upset, and NSU just had no idea what to do against them. The members of NSU, they got completely caught off guard. The slow, methodical nature of the members of DU just completely broke them down in every single shape and form. The team was not mentally prepared even once for the strats that was coming. And I don't know if this is how it's all gonna go down. It just shows exactly how many issues are going to arise for this one particular team. And again, looking back to how all these problems are showcasing in front of these squads, NSU, they have a certain composition that should give them the edge in the long run, but again, their comms purely revolves around them getting that first initial advantage or just being very hyper-aggressive on their own regard. But again, strategic differences are also going to be the thing that causes issues. Strategy-wise, it seems as DU are a lot more sound. They know how to play around the map properly. They know how to gain advantages purely based upon the utility that they use and the information that they gain. And because of that level of information that they're able to find, they're getting so much more value under their belt. And this is the type of value that is very rare to get unless a team has been scrimming and practicing for a really long time. And that lack of practice from NSU is seemingly showing. If they have practice or not, though, it's a bit questionable on that regard because the team does not seem to be as sound as you would have hoped for. They have the individual talent, yes. The team is incredible in the way that they are. But as a squad, they're not showcasing the same proficiency as their opponents. And now Asmine is playing the chamber, possibly looking for that hit for his team, but gaining that much out of it just yet. Very slow take from the members of DU. They're taking their time. So at this point, they're gonna need to look for even more. Abu, over on the back end of this, they need to try and find these frags. They're gonna fight for this control and exit. Open things up with the first initial hit. Elias is going to be able to get the secondary a little bit too fast on the take, and that's going to be one, that's going to be two, and that is going to be the third and last. Mosquito over on the back end doesn't find the taps that he wants, and Asmine, the headhunter, reigns true. Finds another kill. Opens it up. Nicely done. DU with the slow start, not really the most optimum of play that you could have gone for with the composition that you're running, but yes, it's okay. Comfort does matter a lot here, and for them, that comfortability is key. They are second guessing themselves in a lot of these different rounds, but I digress. It's okay because the team doesn't really look to be in that level of protection just yet, but it's completely okay. Pushing up from the front side though, Disciple, alright. 3 kills for him, and Abu just throws a nade, and Elias just runs and guns his way to victory. Alright, sure. You play games like this, and you get rounds like this as well. And Mosquito, on the back end of it, doesn't really happen for him at all. Exit gets another frag, and that's done. That's dusted. As ladies and gentlemen, it's a 2-0. And with that, another round to boot. Let's make it happen, Captain. From a 2-0, heading all the way down to a possible equalization. This is where it all begins for the members of DU. They have buys, they have the strategy, they need to get this done. Otherwise, as a team, it could just be broken down in more ways than one.
smoke.
Bonus round on the other side, though, so they don't really have the best of buys, but with the amount of noise being made over onto Octagon, they need to worry about two different avenues of attack. But again, what's the game plan here? They're lurking up proper with a 3-stack over on DHAKA, but again, they need to split themselves up properly. They look to be a little bit more lost on this particular map. The strategy when it comes down to the composition is perfect, but the util usage and the way that they're pushing their way up is a slight bit more questionable in the way that these plays are being made. Forward avenues cleared. Octagon has been fully found out. Mosquito with the first initial lure kill, but Masuna doesn't really find out much. But still, the trades are perfect. Disciple with a spray transfer catches out 2 players. And Osmine gave away his info. With the 3 versus 1 already occurring over towards the sideline. Yep. That's a hit that you just do not want to take. Osmine on the back foot. Gave away his first bit of information, and this round seems to be just done and dusted. The poor guy's not really going to be able to get much done out here. Checks his back, checks his front. But I think it's all done and dusted for him, and it's all but over. Making the TP is gonna be the first initial hit. And Osmine with 1 shot missed. He's just completely done and dead. Disciple. Crosshair placement. Clean. That's 1 more for himself and a 2-1 to set themselves on the board. And DU. Not really the cleanest of takes, but regardless, they'll get things done.
That goes there. I will find you.
Skirmish just coming up. Each squad baiting out slight bits of utility from each end. Not the biggest amounts of values that you could have hoped for, but still. They can play the games that they want. And they can go around with their strategies. Very slow pickup coming in from the Sumo. Over on the back end of this exit, completely caught out in the open. His position already revealed, and they're gunning for this one. If they get this kill on the exit, that's going to be massive. But Abu catches out Mosquito, and Exit's going to be able to shut down another one. How are they finding these frags? That's absolutely clean coming in from NSU. They have the guns in their favor, and Basuna's position's already revealed. Sasuke coming in with his eye to burn up his enemies. And Disciple, maybe good for 1. Could have possibly gone in for the second. Abu just dodges out his bullet right in the nick of time. They keep their economy in check. With this, they're looking good. 3-1. And NSU, they take that early lead, but DU immediately put it to a halt. Their strategy just completely broke down. And because of it, they take this pause, a short little break to try and reconnect themselves as a team.
Need a drop. Thanks. Yes, this should do.
starting to go off a little bit slow again. Especially after that last round, their mental has to have taken a hit. They do have a couple of buys though. Disciple opting for the Hero Vandal early on. Could cause some issues for this end. Abu. Jiggling out of the corner, trying to see if he can get that early advantage and that early lead. But maybe biting for a bit more than he can chew, but doesn't even matter. Abu, triple kill, catches out Basura as he's flying it through the air. Good God, man, that was absolutely insane. And now he's just gonna look for even more. The Sikoran completely falling into tatters. No one even threw a prowler to try and catch out Abu in towards the corner. That was a hefty hit. And good God, man, they're playing the ultimate prize because of it. Swing out from the satchel, but Abu doesn't even need it. Negsby gets completely shut down because of a flick. And with the showstopper now online, with the Seekers and of course the orbital strike. NSU, the defensive side looks even stronger than ever.
Down and out. Molly!
Deploying drone.
Apple takes an early hit though. Maybe a little bit too aggressive when it came down to his push to try and maybe find that first initial pick, but we shouldn't really get this one down early on. They're being shut down here on more ways than one, so at the end of the day, it's completely fine. Playing around over towards the other end, things are just being even more problematic for them to hold. As we are making this way in, Mosquito is looking for one more hit to get, but nope, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be even more problems! Osmine! Oh God, that would have been a rough one.
Open up the sky!
And with this, they're being shut down in more ways than one. NSU, they have no way of coming back from this. The ultimate usage was just not as omnipresent as you would have hoped for. They had so many ults to play around there. They could have played for the retake, but instead, this happens to them. They fall under the pressure and they collapse. 4-2, and the members of DU, they just take this round out of absolutely nowhere, even though they had the early advantage by taking down Disciple. Insane.
Teleport's ready. Smoke's down. Open up the sky!
Nice, nice.
Disciple shutting down Sasuke when the first initial take started up. And with this, now this is where things become a little bit more interesting.
My ult's not ready.
Here's where it really starts to get into contestation here. Ooh, Dex! Oh, an absolute clean take. You gotta hit that shot, man, and now Basuna, you're in the limelight of all of this. Basuna cannot miss these shots, but he's gonna miss all of them. Disciple's gonna be present for the immediate refrags, and Abu, he's just being swarmed over on every single angle, and the take coming in from the members of DU just so clean and swift. They were absolutely untouchable, and with the 4-3 scoreline coming into play as well for them, It's just getting simpler and simpler over time. DU, they finally broke down the walls of NSU, and now we really need to see something switch out from them. They are running a Sova and a Sky combination instead of a normal, usual play that we see from a Fade and Sky. So it's a pretty big hit. It hurts to see exactly what could be going on wrong for them, but Asmine, wait, the teleporter! Oh, wait a minute! The teleporter placement wasn't proper! He's still sitting out here in the open! Oh, this could be bad. But no one opted to go in for that push. The guy just lived in the worst possible way, but it's completely fine.
Healing over here.
So at this point, Elias is playing his own little game out here. Has everything to work with an NSU. They're expecting this hit to come in towards their end. The Sheriffs need to sing this song that we love to hear. Timing is everything, and it's the most crucial part of it all, but it's just not going to work. Wallbanks galore from both sides, and Abu, he's stuck in the worst possible place that he could be in. Over towards the corner. No one's really clearing him out just yet, but it's completely fine. They don't even need to do anything, but Abu! Oh my god, the whiffs! It does happen to the best of us. It's completely fine, man. Just shake it off. Keep it going. Move your hands. Just bring it all back. And Sasuke has a flash in hand to try and maybe go in for this retake, but with these Sheriff missed out shots, it's just gonna be rougher for them to end up with one more bullet coming in from Sasuke. Doesn't really hit, and Disciple with his movement just dodges it all out. Really wasn't there playing now, was it? Disciple, man, this guy's just on another level. The way that he plays is just so beautiful to watch. And exit again, coming in with a little bit of a questionable spray. That spray is gonna be a big, massive chunk in the members of NSU's defensive side, because now they don't have enough util to gain information. Exit with the swing really did not need to opt to go in for this play early on, but that hit could be the biggest downfall for their side. Lineup should have been present to gain that information out of halls first before they went in, but it just did not happen for them at all. Asmine over on the back end of this, 2 to force in hand, already used 2 bullets, looking for one more. The shot needs to be clean, but he doesn't land it. Basuna, an angel from above, get it all done. And Abu, the poor guy headshotted 2 players with a Phantom 124.
Where are you?
It just keeps it all alive. Next week's gonna be able to go in for the full-on heal, get his buddies back up to full. And now, it's all done. It's dusted. The side's being held, and it's a full-on safe call coming in from the defense. They're not going to take this fight outside. Not anymore. Full-on save on their side. Elias, he knows how important this weapon is. Good call to go in for the save in this round, because they really do not want to go into the following round without any form of buys. If they do win this round, then it's pretty...
Right here. Right here. Right
it's
here.
pretty much a big issue for them, but...
Right here.
for them to try and take this fight on. again, the pause has been taken for MSU, and they really need to rethink a lot of their strats. They're giving too much map control away, and they are just not able to get any further value out of it. There's only a Cypher on the lurk. There's a Cypher holding down the back lines. You can take this fight against them. This is not a chamber that you constantly have to worry about the chamber TPing back as soon as he tries to take a fight. You can always try and trade him out in a lot of different forms. Mosquito's not been having the best of time as well. When it comes down to his raw mechanical skill, you can utilize that to your advantage and just take out the player that is not feeling that confident. Again, Valorant is a game of mentalities. If you're able to break your opponent's mental as quickly as you possibly can, then it's just something that you cannot get around with. And then again and again, whenever I watch a team just completely break apart, I always say, why are you trying to overthink so many of these different scenarios? You need to play based upon the mental that you have. You should not overthink these type of situations, and because of it, they're dropping like flies.
No more charges left.
Possibility of another kill coming in as well for
Here.
their end. Completely closed out on so many of these different fronts. Nice. Still good for one immediate.
I know exactly where.
Find one more for himself, and it's mine. The crouch really did cost him there. Could have gotten another frag, but it just didn't work out in his favor whatsoever. Zuka with another one, and DU, they have control. They have everything under the bag. And they're dropping because of this. The retakes could have happened even better, but the team just completely broke apart. Their mental's non-existent, and they're falling because of it. Once more, they're being shut down, and once more, they're being taken out. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's done. I think it's over. This round being taken away from them is a massive hit, because now they are not really going to have enough buys to go in for the following. Osmine, he does have his headhunter in play, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe one more buy coming in from Sasuke, but if Mosquito's lurk plans out the way he does, could have been better, but still, it's okay. Sasuke shuts down the over-aggressors, gets a little bit more money for himself in towards the bank. Could buy one of his teammates a stinger if they wanted, but at the end of the day, what's the game plan here for the defenders? Not much.
Anyone feeling generous? There.
We'll take over first. Cycle does have an operator in it.
Time to hunt.
Expecting that first special backup, which is really good game plan that they required. But you have to remember, with the amount of information already being given out, yep, that's the ultimate that I was worried about. Basuna with the spam catches out Sasuke. The poor guy can't even run anywhere. That's going to be a catch out for them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, they have full control. They're just going to start pushing their way in towards the side, and they always wait for that first initial frag. The sheer amount of utility that they have, purely based upon the fade and sky, it's just incredible to watch. But no one's holding lamps. Okay, a little bit of a miscommunication coming in from the members of DU. No one holding lamps was a pretty massive hit for them to try and take over. Okay, buddy. Elias coming in down strong, but still, it's just not going to be enough. Disciple with a double kill. Lineup kills galore. Shuts down two players and a 4-7 scoreline with DU taking it all back. I'm gonna love it when you see it. God damn. DU. They look to be indestructible.
him.
The shots that are being hit, it's just insane to watch.
Okay.
You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it's just incredible to witness. The teams are just so proper in the way that they're utilizing their utility against one another that it's working out in their favor. Mazuka catches out Abagugu, who was a bit too aggressive on his own front. They're trying to take map control away, but again, they're just falling under that pressure. They need some form of utility to give them that info, but they have nothing. They're playing so far back without any forms of information that they are just dropping like flies because of it. No sky flashes, no nothing. Silver recon bolts need to have lineups over on towards market to give them advantages, but now with the Hunter's Fury, things could be looking a little bit more interesting. And with this level of control, they can get even more value. Today, not anytime soon. Exit gets one more kill, but with the double connect coming in and the sky flash as well, they're just gonna need to wait! Nextby could have been the worst game for him, but Exit does find a frag, and he wastes the time that he needs first. And
Switching sides.
This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Bomb buddy out.
you see another fast take heading on down over towards the B side, but once again, you have to remember this is a composition that really does favor retakes, and DU, they're already playing this comp to the best of its capabilities. Look at the way that they're playing around with it as well. Ample amounts of info, nothing really much to worry about. The Cypher camp getting big chunks of information for their team. But Sasuke, beautiful shots over on the one. Exit's got to be able to take down another one from the sidelines. Abugugu holding it down strong with his team. But again, at the end of the day, Nextby, he's not going to get much done here. Utility usage a little bit too short when it came down to the takes, but it's okay. It's a good half to end things off, and now that they're starting it off here with an 8-5 NSU, they have the possibility of the comeback still in their favor. Would have hoped for the 9-3, but for here, not really. They need as many rounds as they possibly can. That composition is such a hassle to deal with as soon as the rifles come online because of the sheer amount of utility that the members of the defense have to play around.
Bomb buddy out.
It's all right. DHAKA University, they still have everything under control. But again, these push-ups not really the fastest, but good God. Was that rush coming in from the defense a little bit unexpected. But regardless, they made things work out in their favor. So 6 and 8. The first buys are going to be coming in, and DH just wanted to get rid of the first initial 2 rounds. They didn't have a lot of care for it as much. The defensive side on Bind, it's very difficult to hold early on, especially on the pistol rounds, unless you have a proper strategy in tow. Just didn't work out. Now with the buys coming in, possibility of a 6 and 9 could be there. The magic number on the cards, but again, we need to see a play coming in from you. Flashes from either side and a swing! Not so necessary, but next peak just swung out for absolutely no reason and they paid the price for it. And it's you, they're punishing the mistakes being made by the members of Angular University. That's what's causing these issues. For the defenders, they're already rushing their way in to try and get that early bit of an advantage. Not really getting much done. Here comes the orbital strike as well over from the side. Abu takes down another one for himself, and Mazuka, last player remaining to maybe cause some form of damage, but the time just not in his favor. Too many angles to check, too many sides to clear. And DU, they take a hit here. That's going to be felt for a while. Playing around with fire as exit takes a pause for his team to just cool them down after the first initial 3 rounds. With this pause, teams are going to be able to mentally refresh themselves one more time before going into the following. Again, I have to digress. That last round was a buy round coming in for the defenders, and it was a full-on bonus for the attack. They came out of that bonus with 3 dead players and 2 people able to carry forward with their rifles. Now is where the real crunch is about to start. One more round and we're going to be heading on down over into equalization.
Wow, this is a nice. That goes there.
Hawk out! Blinded. Hawk out! Blinded.
It's gonna be a full-on rush over on the one side. They're taking this fight here, but okay, Disciple, he has the timing. Look at the trigger discipline. No, he doesn't really get it any more than 1. God damn it, they're expecting this play as well. Disciple, you just have to take these fights sometimes. Good God, man. He had everything under control. Disciple, that trigger discipline play could have been massive, but Bazooka's already there on the back end.
I have the spike.
And Asmine, he's the only one left at DU. They're finally back, and they could possibly win out on this Thrifty just by stacking over towards the B side, expecting a B-long hit to come in. They did their homework against the members of NSU, and they had the perfect read for it as well. 3 for 3. And now a 2 for 1. Mazuka's just gonna wait and play out this game for as long as he possibly can. Plan's gonna come in. Mazuka's gonna creep his way forward. Teammates on par, and the positions possibly revealed. Asmine, timing is everything. Just needs to get that first bit of information. You are now dead, man. You're not living through anything. Here comes the orbital strike straight from hell. And my God. got burned to a crisp at DU. They played this round beautifully. Osmine, he wanted to go in for the aggressive take, but Mazuka, you have to give the game sense to the man. Mosquito got the information, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, it's gone. It's dusted. There's no way Osmine's gonna survive this one. Good placement. With best of 7 and 9.
This goes here.
Yeah, it's so much more to play around with here.
Oh, this isn't like this goes here. That goes there.
Complete and utter outplay coming in from the members of DHAKA University. At the end of the day, this was just a momentum break. Who's going to be the one to win this one, though, at the end? That's the real question. Exit. Catches out the first initial tripwire, spots out the secondary. Knows exactly where the Cypher's position is, and with the Osmine getting that first kill onto Basuna, things look to be a little bit more better for his team. Work up, one at a step at a time. They're looking to get that forward avenue to play around with Abu.
Spike
Catches
planted.
out next B with the spray. He's gonna be able to get out, has a heal on his side, but for the defenders, DU, they got taken down in more ways than one. Aggressive plays all across the map without any forms of information, trying to regain some map control for their team, but that level of map control cannot be gained just by swinging out of corners without any form of info. They got caught out, and that utility usage deficiency is really showcased here on this take. Vine seems to be a much more favored map for both of these squads, but NSU had a rough start early on, but as soon as the attack came in, the defenders, they just feel a lot more lost in the way that they want to hold the side. They're taking very unnecessary fights, and that's what's causing them to just drop like flies in so many of these rounds.
There.
Yes, this should do.
Who needs a weapon?
Here.
You find the tripwire in this case. It'd have been a lot more better to maybe get that first bout of noise. Find that tripwire placement, but I guess it's fine for now. Cypher over on the back end, getting as much information as possible can. And I like this play from the members of DU. They're using the Cypher cam to get that early level of information without having to keep any of their players out in towards the open. They don't want to see any of that. And that is perfect for their team.
Smoke's down.
Oswine dodges out the fade eye, and because of it, the Nightmare doesn't really find out much, but in comes the Showstopper to possibly get a kill. Nextby over on the corner, and Abu doesn't clear it all out. He gets caught out, and with a double satchel up, that's gonna be a possibility of a kill. Seeker's coming into play, but no, that's a Roosevelt that you don't want to see. Sasuke's gonna be able to take down Masuda. And Sasuke, looking for the secondary, has the last couple of bullets to find the kill. Swing out from the side, Exit takes another. And with a 2 versus 4 on the map, Disciple, he's trying to pick up the broken pieces with Mazuka on his side, but I don't think that's gonna happen, not anytime soon. Position's already being given out. Last couple of players to take. Mazuka's good for the first. He's not gonna be good for the second though. Doesn't have enough bullets to take it. 9 and 9, and the members of NSU, they're back in contention, baby. And with this equalization, the team,
Need equipment.
they're making things work.
A gift.
Bomb buddy out.
First initial bouts of trades. They take an early massive hit. Losing Mazuka early on, that's gonna be bad. And again, I have no clue what the members of the U's are trying to play.
Launching smoke.
They're pushing out on angles that they really should not be going in for. They're taking hits and they're taking positions that they're really not able to get much done with. They're not playing together as a team whatsoever, like we saw on the attacking side. They're dropping like flies and no one's really taking control of the squad at all. One by one, they're just constantly being shut down. Disciple over on the back is trying to be a problem for their team, but only 15 HP. There's nothing more left. Swing out over from the side and Abu takes him out. 10 and 9, and for the first time, the members of NSU, they're the ones who are in the lead.
Cage triggered.
Back towards this round. Very slow with a vengeful take moving. Does it look to push their way in towards this B side? The members of NSU, they're giving a lot of respect. I like to see that. This level of respect is not that common, but Exit trying to sell this fake over on A as much as he possibly can, and I love this coming out from them. He wants to try and beat out as many rotations as he possibly can over on this side, and he's trying to do this as fast as he possibly can as well. The takes on B is just about to start, and they're gonna rush straight on in. Ladies and gentlemen, the hit's gonna come in, and Mosquito all by himself, he needs to run on back. He doesn't have anything to go in for this hold.
You want to play?
Because of
Let's
it.
play.
They're gonna get caught out. Headhunter comes in, to the force also comes in hand. For Asmine, and with this level of information, they can push their way in deeper. Elias doesn't even know where to look. Mosquito's gonna be able to shut down one player, but the trades are just immaculate. Abugugu's gonna be getting another. Mosquito's gonna be able to shut down the secondary. And Asmine completely blind and also deaf. Doesn't really get anything done. One more kill over from the side, and it's all up to Mazuka to try and equalize. 1-versus-1 situation on the map, and Mazuka, it's all up to you, buddy. How do you want to play this? How do you want to take this? Over from the side, but the shots just miss. Mazuka's not going to be able to find it, and Abugugu with the movement, and of course, some blitz. He's just better, and he's just crispier. Clutch out for him with an 11 and 9. That's how they make it work. Perfect round coming in for the defaults. For the attack, sorry.
Hawk out! Hawk out!
Gotcha.
Suka. A little bit of a spray over on the
Launching
side of
smoke.
showers. Back end of it though. They did get the first little bits of information. The Disciple going down early. That's a raid boss that they do not have to worry about. Disciple had such a phenomenal game on that last one, but now that they're just taking a little bit more of a massive hit, it just causing even more issues. But again, the over rotations are quite prominent. They're not even in towards the side, and they're causing these rotates to happen. And NSU, I love this. They're playing it slow, and they are making sure that you are constantly second guessing themselves. because of this is what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna start dropping like flies each and every time. Mosquito's not even gonna be able to find the frag that he wants. He could have waited for the dog to come in from one of his players, but they're not basing on the utility and the way they want to play. They're being shut down on every single front, and NSU, they take a 12-9. DU, what's going on here? What's really happening to the team? Where is the proficiency that we saw coming out from the squad on the first initial half? The team just feels non-existent. They're not playing together as a squad whatsoever. No one's giving calls. No one's picking based upon utility. They're just taking fights all by themselves and just hoping to win it out. That is not how things go.
Bomb buddy out.
The team's just lost.
Smoke's down.
Wait, bazooka! The timing could have been even worse for him. Bazooka gets shut down immediately. They lost their smokes. They can't even go in for this push anymore. He should have just held. He could have just waited for one more second before going in for this flank. But now it's all up to Mosquito. But NSU, they're constantly lurking back and forth. They're making every single plan that the member of DU are trying to go in for absolutely useless, because now they have even more to worry about. Shock darts are going to be coming in. The shots are just going to miss. One on long, one on the front, one on towards the back of side. Basuna's going to try to equalize things, and Basuna, beautiful 2 tabs, but is it enough for your team to constantly take these fights? On the back end, 2 players are going to be the ones to come in, and Osman, he's not looking at the same corner. That's going to be the first, that's going to be the second, that's possibly going to be the last, but no, not just yet. They still have one more frag to find, one more frag to go, possibly the final kill. It's all up to Exit. He still has his Hunter's Fury to boot. He doesn't even need it because the shots are going to come in, and NSU, they take it all away. They're going to be the first team to head on down over to the semifinals, which will be held on land, ladies and gentlemen. Do not really forget about that at East West University. And good God, was that absolutely beautiful to watch. It was incredible right up to the team, right at the very end. We did not expect NSU to win. DU, they should have been the better team in this entire roundup after what we saw from them on the attacking side. But on the defense, they were not using their utility to help each other whatsoever. They were taking unnecessary fights. They were pushing up on angles that really gave them no advantages. And they broke down because of it. A rough fight for DU, but for NSU, they had the comeback, man. They had the mentality to keep going. But for now, that's all that we have for you for the Inter-Valorant Cup. Of course, we're going to have a second game already prepped up and ready. Brack is going to be playing their match to see exactly who's going to be hitting on down over to the semifinals on their end. But for now, we're going to be heading on down into a little break. Thank you to our hardware partners at MSI, our broadcast partners at Angular Esports for bringing such an incredible production quality over towards the stream. And of course, this is all powered by StarTech and organized by NorthSouthUniversity. It's going to be your boy Aggressive signing on off, and we're going to be seeing you real shortly with second stream of the day. Don't go anywhere.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে 800 মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।
Thanks so much for the love. Very nice fight. Very nice.
প্রযুক্তি পণ্যের মেগা শপ স্টারটেক এখন বনানীতে। ঢাকার প্রাণকেন্দ্র বনানী সিগন্যাল থেকে ৮০০ মিটার দূরবর্তী বনানী প্লেগ্রাউন্ডের ঠিক বিপরীত পাশেই স্টারটেক অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লিমিটেডের বনানী শাখা।